Hello there, Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your January 2022 reading. This is your general reading, and so we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. Okay, let's jump into your reading. Flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. It means that, you're on the right path. You're just in between the old and the new. It's sometimes really difficult. And sometimes when we're in that in-between, we feel the past pulling us back because it's something that's familiar and the new hasn't really quite shown up yet, maybe, or if it has, it feels uncomfortable. But it's not that it's not right for you. You are on the right path. It's kind of like a message from Spirit that says, you're on the right path, Taurus. Don't worry. Things will get easier as you move down the path. So let's take a look. King of Pentacles is your present energy. Well, there you are. Your energy, an energy of wanting to be stable, financially stable, building your pentacles, building wealth, perhaps providing not just for yourself, but those people that are in your life. Yeah, watch your words, parrot spirit on the bottom. So it's, a sense of, watching especially your self-talk. That's what I'm hearing. Just staying really positive, knowing that the money is on the way. If you've started a business or changed careers or something, things are not flowing. The money may not be flowing to you yet, but not to worry. It's on the way, and it's a sense of just stepping into that positive energy of knowing it's on the way will help for it to come in even faster. Your area of resistance, 8 of Cups. You're wanting to walk away from something. I get the sense, or walk back to something, because the flamingo spirit, once again, is, you're not completely away from the old, but you're not completely embracing the new. Sometimes, when we're in that in-between, it's kind of like, well, I'll just go back, if it's a relationship, I'll just go back to the past person. If you started your own business, so you quit a job in order to start your own business, or you quit a job and then, took a new job, it's that energy of, oh, this is kind of tough, a little harder than I thought it would be. Maybe I'll just go back. So let's see what the advice is. King of Wands. I like this. Yeah, step into your power. Step into your energy. Know that you may be a trailblazer. That you are the leader of, your own life. You're creating a new, a new path for yourself. I mean, you've had an opportunity. You've stepped onto the path, but it's about staying really positive and fired up. The King of Wands has a lot of passion for what they're trying to do. Just staying in that really positive energy and knowing, you have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. A lot of masculine energy here. Just kind of interesting. The 8 of Cups is the emotions. The emotions of the past are, I feel, like calling you back. And, that's kind of like the feminine energy is kind of like, well, but I miss my old friends, or I miss, my past love, or I miss my co-workers. And it's about keeping your eyes on the horizon and moving forward. I feel like, if you look at these two cards, the flamingo and then and this is interesting too, but the King of Wands and the flamingo, they're both looking out into the future, into the horizon. They're not looking back. They're looking towards the future. And then, they asked me to pick that up and show that to you. And then they show me this, the elephant spirit, learn from the past. In the past, you may have, when you got to, a gap, as we call it, when you're in between, you got to this point before, and then you turn around and ran back, right? And it's kind of like, learn from what you've done in the past. This is the hard part. Because once you actually are into the new and things start flowing your way, it's going to be easy to stay. It's really hard when you haven't really quite embraced the new. And then we have the Hanged Man. Having the patience, understanding the perspective, waiting for that perspective, waiting for the new to become comfortable. Because intellectually it will become comfortable. But right now it just seems new and perhaps overwhelming. Four of Cups. It's not, this new path that you're on it's not exactly what you thought it was going to be. Well, that's okay. It doesn't mean that it's the wrong path and that you need to go back. You left the past for a reason. Somebody could be even offering you a cup of love, somebody from the past, and you're kind of like, yeah, it's kind of hard. It's harder being on my own than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to meet a lot of people to date, but, well, I haven't really met anybody, Maybe I'll just go back to that relationship because then at least I'll be with somebody. It's that type of energy, and Spirit is saying, no, you left that relationship for a reason. Keep your eyes on the prize. Okay, so let's clarify these and get some more details. With the King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Justice, Five of Wands, Judgment. Yeah, taking another look at this. I feel for a lot of you, it could be about love, but I really feel like it's more of a career or life change. You could have even changed cities that you live in, something. You're trying to find a better life for yourself in some area of your life. And I'm thinking it may have a lot to do with pentacles, your money, your finances. You've made some change. You got an offer. It was a solid offer. You took it because you thought it was going to bring you more balance in your life. You thought it was going to bring you, maybe I'm getting a sense of more free time or more freedom or more autonomy in your work. Somehow like that, like you thought, oh, it's not just going to be me going in and giving my talents and, skills and my time and my energy, and then they give me some pentacles. Like, I think you took this direction because you thought that there was going to be much more to it, more of an emotional attachment to what you were doing for your work. And you're kind of feeling like, well, it's not really turning out the way I thought it was going to. There's conflict, internal conflict. You could be even in a situation where you didn't realize how cutthroat it might be in the office, or how much competition you had if you started your own business. You may have gotten into it and then you realize there's more competition out there than you thought. There aren't as many customers that are really wanting your product, or at least at this time, and you're really wrestling with it. Did I make the right decision? Did I, should I turn and run? So let's see with the Eight of Cups what we have here. Oh, okay. For some of you, it is a romantic connection, but this is just a sense of being determined. Yeah, there's this, what you're resisting is walking away. You don't want to walk away from whatever this was in the past. What you don't understand is that you're getting the inspiration. There's something more that you want. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And when I laid those out, I thought it in my own mind, it's kind of strange that we don't have the King of Cups, right? And I pointed out that there's the Eight of Cups here. So this is kind of like the divine feminine. Like these two are masculine, and then this one's the feminine. And it's like, this is all logic, and we're kind of missing the heart. And then look at what shows up. The King and Queen of Cups, right? What you wanted in this situation, whatever situation you left, it was very grounded. It was very stable, but it wasn't emotionally fulfilling. So whether it was a job, it provided you income, and probably, maybe very nice income. Or if it was a relationship, it was very stable. But the King of Pentacles can also be very boring. The King of Pentacles is responsible, grounded, but boring. Sorry, King of Pentacles. But, it's not, there's not, what you were looking for is a little bit more passion, a little more action, a little more love. And that's why you walked away. What you have to keep in mind is that that's what you wanted. You wanted more passion. You wanted, something that got your juices going, whether that was in your job or in a relationship, or even a house. Maybe you had a really nice house. It was a really nice house, but it just didn't feel like home. It wasn't cozy. Maybe it was a really big mansion of a house, but you realized, I'm just wandering around. There's rooms I don't even go in. That type of energy. And it's kind of like, I'd really like just a comfy chair and a sunny window and a book, right? And it's kind of like, okay, this is not bad. It's just there was no emotional attachment, no pizzazz. Let's put it that way. And now, you left it because you were determined to go find that. So if it was a job that paid well, that's fine, but I also want to love what I do. If it was a relationship that was stable, well, that's fine. But I want to feel true love, I want to feel, like somebody cherishes me and I want to cherish them. Okay, so let's see what your advice is here. Okay. I think your King of Pentacles is coming back. He's at least in your mind, okay? But here's the thing, is that you're getting some type of an offer. Here's the King and Queen of Wands. This is so amazing. The King and Queen of Wands, right? And you're in it. You're getting a good offer from the King of Wands and you're the Queen of Wands, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. It's a good pair, right? But you're all up in your head about it. You're like, well, wait a minute. Now that I have this, do I really want it? That's exactly what it is. You may be at this, and the King of Pentacles is definitely on your mind. Let's see. 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is either coming back or you are wanting them to come back. And you're realizing at some point that maybe they are your 9 of Cups, or you're theirs, you're the wish come true, or they're your wish come true, and they want to work on it, or you want to work on it. Or both of you. I feel almost like the two of you are thinking the same thing. It's interesting because I almost feel like you've been busy, Taurus. You have something here, solid, responsible, whether it's a job or a relationship. You wanted something that you had emotional attachment to. So it's almost like you went and you thought that something was extremely, almost like wildly charismatic. Like the King and Queen of Wands are just, wow, the life of the party type people. They're good looking. Everybody wants to be them. They're sexy and charismatic. And if it's a job, it's, like that sexy kind of job that everybody wants. And now that you have it, it's almost like, now that you have it, it's kind of like, well, be careful of what you wish for. Because I think what you're realizing is that even though you got this high passion that you didn't have when you had the high responsible, stable situation, you're still not emotionally attached. You're trying to figure out, what is it that I really want? The King of Pentacles could be a little bit boring but it's stable. But, the King of Wands, you just never know what he's going to do. Same thing with the Queen of Wands. They're kind of they don't necessarily work together. They're a little bit they're a little bit looking out for themselves, whereas the King of Pentacles not only takes care of himself, he also takes care of those that are around him. He's not selfish. And I'm just kind of wondering if for some of you, you've gotten yourself into a situation where you're kind of like, well, I thought that being really passionate about my work or really passionate, physically attracted to somebody would also bring around that emotional connection. And I feel like you're learning that, perhaps, just physical attraction, sex does not also bring emotional attachment. So let's see where this goes. Where is this going? Wow. I think that you're getting a different perspective of what it is that you want to manifest. That you realize you have all the tools to bring in exactly what it is, this emotional connection. You may realize that this is going to be a longer journey than you thought. This King of Wands or Queen of Wands could be a karmic that has come into your life. And, I really feel like this flamingo is kind of this energy of spirit letting you know that you are on the right path. That this situation, the King of Wand or Queen of Wand situation is just a karmic. It was kind of like the divine was trying to show you the opposite of what you had before. And you may have thought at one time, well, if I just had the opposite of this, then I'd be happy. But what you're understanding now is, no, what I'm looking for might be somewhere in the middle. I want that emotional attachment. I want to be able to really express my feelings to somebody and have them express their feelings to me. The King of Pentacles a lot of times is not very expressive of their emotions. They don't really have, not that they don't have emotions, but they're more about the 3D. And I feel like you're on a spiritual journey. I think that kind of came out in your 2022 yearly reading, and I'll put that at the end of this video. But I feel like you're on a spiritual journey, and it's about learning what it is that you want. You are going to have happiness. You are going to be celebrating in the end. It's just realizing that right now, yeah, look at this. I hadn't looked behind that. The Four of Cups. Realizing that what you really want is to wait and hold out for the King of Cups. It's that you're going to look at other options, that this is part of your transformation, and that you're willing to continue down this journey, looking for somebody that is willing to share their emotions. I feel like for some of you, when this King of Wands, Queen of Wands, karmic, or job situation comes in, you may be wanting to run back to the King of Pentacles situation, and that this message is really to let you know this was all just part of your journey. You are still kind of like moving on. You're not to your destination yet. You're still in between. And it doesn't mean in the end you may not end up with the King of Pentacles. I will tell you that. That could be part of your journey, right? It's just that you have to still continue going forward for a bit and see what else is coming down the path, looking at other options. You haven't quite yet discovered who or what it is that you really want, whether it's a job or a romantic connection. And remember, Taurus, you always have free will, so you don't have to follow any of this advice. You can always go your own direction. but you are going to be celebrating. Yeah, you're getting over this magnetic draw that you might have to going back to something that seems safe. You're also trying to pull away from something that was extremely passionate. And you're getting on top of that. You're celebrating the fact that you're willing to continue down this journey and that you know it's going to take time, but in the end, you will manifest what it is that is really, truly meant for you and will bring you this emotional stability, emotional, expressive, intimate, vulnerable relationship or situation. Really beautiful message here, Taurus. Okay, so let's get one last card. Advice from the universe. Your words create worlds. It's what you're saying to yourself about this situation that is creating the world. So when you were in this King of Pentacles energy, you may have been saying, I just want someone that's just really, good in the sheets, I just want someone that'll just pull me up into their arms and, whisper sweet nothings to me, right? And you got that with the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands, right? You got that. But then you realized, oh, well, he was just moving on to the next one, perhaps. And he was whispering sweet nothings, but he didn't really mean them. And they were just that, sweet nothings. They had no depth to them. And now it's just like realizing that what you are manifesting, what you are saying to the universe, what you are saying to yourself, what you are saying to your friends is exactly what you are manifesting. You're bringing it into reality. So when I said, be careful of what you wish for, watch your words. Watch your words. Oh, Taurus, what a deep, deep reading. I do hope that, it gave you some insight. If you are resonating with this message, I'd love to hear how it's resonating with you in the comments below if you care to share. I do read all the comments. Thank you for all your likes, comments, and subscriptions. And I wish you much love and light in 2022 and in this situation. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.